জি স্যার, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
সালাম আলাইকুম স্যার।
স্যার, এই এই অবস্থা লোকজন নাই, মাত্র 8-10 জন। তো তো ঠিক আছে, আমরা শুরু করি। তো আমাদের স্পেসিফিক কোনো টপিকস আপনাদের গ্যাপ আছে এমন কিছু আছে কিনা একটু। আমরা 2 টিচার মিলে আমরা আমাদের সিলেবাসটা মোটামুটি শেষ হয়েছে, এবং আমি প্রায় 2-3টা আপনার মডেল কোশ্চেন নিয়ে আলোচনা করেছি। আপনাদের কোনো টপিক সম্পর্কে আহ, আরো জানার আছে কিনা, যে আমাদের যেহেতু লার্নিং অবজেক্ট টোটাল 8টা, এলো 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8। তো এর ভিতরে আমরা দুজন মিলে সবগুলি কভার করেছি। আপনাদের কোনো গ্যাপ আছে কিনা কোনোটা? হয়তো বলতে পারেন, তাহলে আমরা আহ, যদি কোনো টপিকস নিয়ে আলোচনা আমাদের না করার থাকে, তাহলে আমরা আমাদের গত ক্লাসের মতো আমরা 3-4টা মডেল কোশ্চেন নিয়ে আলোচনা করতে পারি। ঠিক আছে স্যার?
স্যার,
জি।
ক্লাউড টেকনোলজি এন্ড ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিংটা নিয়ে যদি একটু আলোচনা করতেন।
আচ্ছা, ক্লাউড টেকনোলজি যেটা ব্যবহার হয়, যেমন হলো ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিং আর টেকনোলজি, এটা মোটামুটি সিমিলার এই জন্য যে ক্লাউড টেকনোলজির ভিতরে আমাদের যেটা রয়েছে, যেমন আমরা যার মাধ্যমে আসলে ক্লাউড বিষয়টা এমন যে ক্লাউডের যে অনেকগুলি সার্ভিস আছে, এখন কোন টেকনোলজির মাধ্যমে সে সার্ভিসগুলি দিচ্ছে। যেমন আমাদের ইন্টারনেট ছাড়া ক্লাউড সার্ভিস দেওয়া যায় না। ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিং হচ্ছে যে ক্লাউডের যে সার্ভিসগুলি নিয়ে আমরা যে আমাদের কাজগুলি করতেছি অফিসিয়াল, যেমন সফটওয়্যার এজ এ সার্ভিস। সফটওয়্যারটাকে আমরা সার্ভিস হিসেবে নিচ্ছে, বা একজন প্রোভাইড করছে, থার্ড পার্টি, এবং আমি নিজের সফটওয়্যার না, বাট আমি এটা নিজের মতো করে ব্যবহার করার সুযোগ পাচ্ছি। এখানে আমি সফটওয়্যারের সার্ভিসটা সে আমাকে দিচ্ছে। ঠিক একইভাবে প্ল্যাটফর্ম এজ এ সার্ভিস, যে আমি কোনো একটা প্ল্যাটফর্ম এখানে আম, ব্যবহার করতেছি, এটা আমার না কিন্তু আরেকজন এটা ব্যবহার করতেছি। টেকনোলজি বেস হলো যেমন, যেমন ক্লাউডের সাথে আপনার যেমন সার্ভার জড়িত, সফটওয়্যার আছে, এটা কেউ না কেউ এটার ওনার আছে। সে ওনারের কাছ থেকে আমি মিনিমাম রেন্টে ভাড়া নিচ্ছি, আসলে সাবস্ক্রিপশন মতো। এখন ক্লাউডে জিনিসগুলি আছে, আমি যে কোনো জায়গায় যে কোনো অবস্থানে থেকে এটাকে আমি অ্যাক্সেস করতে পারছি। যেটা আমার অফিসে থাকলে হয়তো অ্যাক্সেস করা যেত না, যেহেতু আমার ফিজিক্যাল ওখানে যেতে হবে। কিন্তু ক্লাউডে থাকলে আমি এখান থেকে ইউজার আইডি পাসওয়ার্ড দিয়ে লগ ইন করে আমি ঢুকতে পারছি। তো এই ক্ষেত্রে ক্লাউডের যে সার্ভিসগুলি দিচ্ছে এবং যে টেকনোলজির মাধ্যমে দিচ্ছে, টেকনোলজি এখানে বলতে বোঝাচ্ছে যে এই যে আমি সার্ভিসটা পাচ্ছি, সেটা কোনো না কোনো টেকনোলজির সহায়তায় হচ্ছে। এবং এর সাথে আরো কিছু জড়িত, যেমন হলো যে উইদাউট ইন্টারনেট আমরা ক্লাউড সার্ভিস স্বাভাবিকভাবে আমরা পেতে পারি না। এবং ক্লাউডের যে সার্ভিসগুলি দেয় সেগুলি আসলে প্রাতিষ্ঠানিকভাবে এগুলি হয়। এটা ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল কম হয়, এগুলো অফিস আদালতই ব্যবহার করে। সো যেই টেকনোলজিকে বেস করে ক্লাউড সার্ভিসগুলি দিচ্ছে, সেগুলি ক্লাউড টেকনোলজি বেস সার্ভিস। যেই সার্ভিসগুলি আছে, আমার সফটওয়্যার এজ এ সার্ভিস, ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচার এজ এ সার্ভিস, সার্ভার এজ এ সার্ভিস, তারপরে তোমার আপনার কি বলে ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচার ক্লাউড, এরকম 3-4টা আইটেম, এগুলি সার্ভিস ক্লাউডে হয়। আসলে এই ক্লাউড সার্ভিসের মাধ্যমে যে কাজগুলি আমরা করতেছি, আসলে সেটা হলো কম্পিউটিং, ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিং। যেমন আমার এখানে আমি কোনো একটা সফটওয়্যার ইউজ করতেছি, সেই সফটওয়্যারের ক্লাউড থেকে ব্যবহার করতেছি, যে কাজটা করছি আমি বা যে সার্ভিসটা আমাকে দিচ্ছে, এটা কম্পিউটিং এর অংশ। তো ওইভাবে বলা যায় যে ক্লাউড কম্পিউটিং এবং ক্লাউড সার্ভিস এবং ক্লাউড টেকনোলজি, এই সবগুলি একটা আর একটার সাথে ওতপ্রোতভাবে জড়িত। আমরা আমরা কিছু কি করবো দেখুন। আচ্ছা, আমরা আমাদের যেহেতু মোটামুটি সিলেবাস আলোচনা হয়ে গেছে, তো আমরা কিছু মডেল কোশ্চেন নিয়ে আলোচনা করি, তাহলে হলে উপকার হবে। এর আগে আমরা প্রায় 5টার মতো দেখেছি। টুডে উইল সি দ্য মডেল কোশ্চেন 6. We know it's the CS certificate level, and we also know we have 4 modules: building information system, managing information system, information technologies, and business continuity planning and disaster recovery. And based on that, we have 8 learning objects. We know it. So from here, if we see the model question set 6, here we have 25 or 26 questions with answer. Look here, a medium-sized organization wants to automate payroll. A medium-sized organization wants to automate its payroll, which phase ensure that new software requirement match existing HR procedure. So you know here, a medium-sized organization wants to automate a payroll, which phase? That means requirement analysis phase, requirement analysis phase ensure that new software requirement match existing HR procedure, because you know the requirement analysis briefs the user needs and technological specification. So based on that, it's taken from learning object 1. So here answer is B. Also, you're seeing the answer, each and every answer with the question. Now, the which component execute arithmetic and logic operations is taken from learning object 3. Which component? We know the, here look here, the arithmetic and logic operation through the ALU, arithmetic logic unit. We know the arithmetic logic unit is part of CPU handling computation. So here answer C. If we see this one, number 3, a database field designated to uniquely identify each record is called, that means primary key. We know the primary key, foreign key, unique key, composite key. So primary key that ensure the record uniqueness, essential for data integrity, because your roll number, our membership number, all are the unique key. That means that all are the primary key for a database. Here, look here, if you see the table, your student roll number is the primary key. And also we know that if another data set or table, if we want to include this primary key, then it's go for foreign key. So here a database field designated to uniquely identify each record is called primary key. Your answer D. And if we see the 4, which document list critical systems, contact list, and recovery properties? Here taken from L8. So here, disaster recovery plan. So disaster recovery plan contains detailed recovery procedure and responsibilities. We know the disaster recovery plan, they need the, that means require the written plan, identify the scope, emerging contact include within that system, and designated the disaster recovery team. Each and every organization, they have the disaster recovery team, and assign role and responsibility of that team, and data backup and location where data will get. Then restore technology functionality. After disaster, how the data will recover. Then again, testing and maintain is the continuous process. So disaster recovery plan, that list is the critical system contact list, and recovery prioritize it each and every organization. So here answer A, disaster recovery plan. And if we see which IT management process control and tracks change to infrastructure component. So here configuration management. So configuration management that maintains inventory of system component and relationship. So configuration management that process, control, and tracks change to infrastructure component. If we see here, the configuration management, the work, that means configure identification, then configuration control, configuration state accounting, then configuration verification audit. Here the performance may measure, then resource may manage, the hazard, the incident analysis, change the approval process, access and backup store requirement, then impact analysis of the organization, after the disaster, then version control, that means pest control, then role and responsibility of the group of each and every operational group, and then software development group, etc. So here, configuration management in IT process, control and track change to infrastructure component. Answer A. Now it's taken from learning object 7, encryption convert. So encryption convert plain text to clear text. We know if we go for encryption here, encryption secure data by encoding information into unreadable form. So here sender want to send data, by encode data and encrypt there, and after encryption the plain text is made the clip text. So here encryption converts plain text to clip text. Answer B. Which connect computer within limited geographical scope? L6. Which connect computers within limited geographical scope? Here, local area network. So you know the local area network is connect computers within the limited geographical scope. So here, local area network through the internet and router connect the PC or workstation. So local area network LAN connects computers within limited geographical scope. Here answer B. And if you see, that uses the same key for encryption and decryption in which. So we know there are different types of encryption. Some are using two key, some are using separate key, and some are shared key. So here, symmetric encryption use the same key for encryption and decryption. If you see here, symmetric encryption, sender through the plain text data, using the shared key, encrypted the data, is go for Eclipse data. Then again, that shared key, after using, then decrypted the data. Then recipient will receive the real data. So here, symmetric encryption use the same key for encryption and decryption, but asymmetric encryption use different key. So here answer A. If we see this one, 9, the term data redundancy refers what? Answer yellow 5. So data redundancy refer repetition of same data in multiple location. So redundancy data causes inconsistency and waste of storage. Look here, if you see the picture, same data in different stages, that means primary server or secondary server and other 10. Sometimes we are using our PC or laptop, lot of folders and same data in our all folders. So that take the, that will consume the space. So it's required the cleanness. So here, data redundancy refers to repetition of same data in multiple location. Answer C. Now, a backup policy mainly ensures, we know the backup policy under learning object 8. What ensure? Backup policy ensure data recoverability. How we will be able to recover the data? So a backup policy mainly ensures data recoverability. So backup enable data restores after system failure. Your answer B. Now, middleware's primary function, middleware's primary function, look here, client, middleware, and group work server. Here, so middleware is taken from L4. Middleware primary function to link different application or system. We know the middleware act as the bridge or glue between application, enabling communication and data exchange. So here, middleware's primary function to link different application or system. Answer D. A data warehouse is primarily used for historical data analysis. So we know that within the warehouse, data warehouse, all data is there. That means a server. So here, data warehouse is primarily used for historical data analysis. And we know the warehouses consolidate data for analytics, analysis, and business intelligence. So here answer C. Now, firewall its primary function to filter incoming and outgoing network traffic. So firewall is primary functions to filter incoming and outgoing network traffic. We know the firewall enforce security policies by controlling data packet. So within, if we use the firewall, so for safety and security of data, using the firewalls is just like a filter. They that means outgoing and incoming network, they traffic it. So here firewall primary function to filter incoming and outgoing network traffic. Answer B. For security of the data. The key purpose of incident management, taken from L2, incident management, key purpose is handle unexpected service disruption. Incident management, purpose of incident management is to handle unexpected service disruption or operational activities disruption. So know the incident management, restore normal service quickly to minimize downtime. We know the incident first, have to identify the incident, then we have to log the incident, then incident categorization, then incident prioritization, which one we have to solve first. Then incident response. By this circle, we can manage our incident within the organization. This incident management's purpose is to handle unexpected service disruption. Your answer C. Now 15, a small agriculture system use soil sensor. If we see only the sensor, then it's the part of Internet of Things, IoT. So here, a small agriculture system use soil sensor that sent data to a mobile app. Which technology enable this integration? We know it's IoT technology, Internet of Things. We know the Internet of Things connect sensor and devices to exchange data for decision making. Overall, the organization safety and security, not only that decision making for the organization. So IoT, Internet of Things technology, enable the integration of agriculture system uses soil sensor that send data to mobile app. Here answer is A, Internet of Things. If you see here, the picture, Internet of Things, all all sensor included within our all system, our home, our car, our office, everything, all are the Internet of Things. What is the primary benefit of server virtualization? Server virtualization, we know the server's virtualization means virtualization optimize hardware by running multiple environment on one physical server. So better utilization of computing resource is the primary benefit of server virtualization. If you see on server here, so within the server, there are different types of server included here. So here, if we go for bottom side, uninterrupted power supply, the email server, database server, web server, switch, router or firewall included within a server room. So here, better utilization of computing resource is the primary benefit of server virtualization. Answer C. A financial organization performs quarterly system recovery drill. System recovery drill quarterly performed in a financial institution. What purpose? That means primary purpose is validation of recovery readiness. So primary purpose is validation of recovery readiness of that organization, because you know that testing ensure the business continuity planning that works effectively or not. So have to identify the access, protect the log, then monitor it, response it, recover the data when need. So primary purpose is validation of recovery readiness. Is the business continuity planning in part of business continuity planning? So your answer D. Now, after fire at the head office, an organization switched to a pre-equipped secondary site. This site types is called, here we know the from the site, we know the hot site, cold site, warm site. So from the whole hot site, they can recover their all data within a specific time. So here, after a fire at the head office, an organization switched to a pre-equipped secondary site. So pre-equipped secondary site is called the hot site. Pre-equipped, all equipped is there. So you know the hot site is a fully operational alternative location for immediate recovery. So this site called hot site, answer C. Which memory type retain data? Which memory type retain data when power is off? So here, all are the memory. So retain data when power is off. If we see, is the read-only memory, ROM, read-only memory retains data when power is off. But RAM cannot retain the data when power is off. We know the read-only memory is non-volatile and retain data permanently. If we see both RAM and ROM, so here we know the ROM, read-only memory, is non-volatile, allows only reading, permanent storage, slower than RAM, cheaper than RAM. But RAM is the random access memory, is volatile, allows reading and writing both, temporarily restored, but ROM is permanent store, faster memory, and costlier. So read-only memory retain data when power is off. Your answer B. Now, which category of software include Microsoft Word? Microsoft Word is which category of software? We know that different types of software, different category of software we have. So is the application software for use, application software is the category of Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word is the application software. We know the application software perform specific user-oriented tasks such as document creation and other things. Same way, if the Microsoft Excel, also the application software, but Windows is the operating system. If we see here, we know the hardware added the system software then we are working within the application software. So you know the hardware, CPU, RAM, disk, printer, etc. are the hardware. And within that hardware, we install the system. That means operate Windows or Linux. So it's the operating system. And within that, we are using different types of application. Look here, that means a spreadsheet, that means Excel, word processing, database, web browser, computer game, etc. So here, application software, that means Microsoft Word, is the application software category. Answer A. An auditor is the 21 taken from LO5. An auditor finds multiple customer records with different address but identical IDs. Which control is missing? Here, entity integrity is missing because we know the entity integration requires unique valid primary key per record. Here, an auditor finds multiple customer records with different addresses but identical IT. Which control is missing? Here, entity control missing. We know that each and every customer, they have this specific ID, and each and every student, they have a specific ID. Each and every member have the specific ID. That ID is the primary key. So based on the based on the name, if ID is different, so here entity integrity is lost here. So based on that, here missing is entity integrity. Your answer C. Which device forward data packets based on MAC address? So here, look here, we know the switch operate OSI layer 2. Also, I think you have studied the OSI model. So here, switch provide data packets based on MAC address. So here switch, look here, is the router, is the hub, is switch. So through the switch, this forward data packet to the address. An e-commerce site use SSL certificate for secure payment. Which principle of information secure does this enforce? Look here, SSL, secured socket layer. So is the trusted site. Here, confidentiality. So an e-commerce use SSL certificate for secure payment. Here, confidentiality principle, information security enforce here. We know the SSL encrypt data, ensuring confidentiality between the client and server. So here use the client server data. Answer C. An audit finds that IT recovery plans are outdated and untested. The biggest risk is inability to recover critical system. When any loss or disruption comes, that data cannot be recoverable or unable to recover the data. So without current testing, recovery may fail in real incident if happen. So here answer D, because biggest risk is inability to recover critical system if the untested the backup policy, backup item. Which system deployment approach focus on repeat delivery to prototype with user feedback in short cycle? Here, we know the software, that means agile method. We know the agile method use the interact sprint and direct user input. We have a study of our module 1 or LO1. And we know the agile method of system development or software development, and each and every specific activity defined to build and release. After finishing one thing, completing one sprint, then go for next stage. This is the agile method. Here answer A. An IT manager wants to measure the value delivered by the information system. Which metric should be used? Here, alignment with business strategy. Alignment with the business strategy, that metric used because strategic alignment measure business value contribution beyond the operational metrics, because if any IT system want to measure the value, how much contribute the organization, that can be measured, the alignment with the business strategy, the based on the business goal, mission, vision, or alignment or not. So here answer B. We know a IT business strategy alignment, business strategy that drive the business policy procedure, then that strategy drive the IT strategy that enable to business strategy, and it also drive the IT infrastructure, and IT infrastructure support the business policy and procedure. So this way, IT to business strategy alignment can be happen. So this way, we have completed another set 6. So here 26 number of MCQ here. এই স্যারেরা আসেন তো, আর আজকে তো এত কম মানুষ, আমাদের মনে হয় আজকে
Yes,
তো
sir.
শেষ। হ্যাঁ, আমাদের হয়তো মোটামুটি শেষ পর্যায়ে, তো ক্লাসটা শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। আমাদের আইটির মনে হয় আমার শেষই, আর হয়তো আর নাই ক্লাস। তা আমরা আপনাদের এই কোশ্চেন ইয়ার কি কেমন লাগতেছে আপনাদের? বুঝতেছেন নাকি স্যারেরা?
Yes, sir. বুঝতেছি, sir.
ওকে, তো আমরা বোধহয় আবার আরেকটা দেখি নাকি? এটা জাস্ট মডেল কোশ্চেন, নিজেদের ইয়া করার ঝালাই করার জন্য আর কি।
Yes, sir.
আরেকটা দেখি নাকি, কি বলেন?
Yes, sir.
ওকে।
Sir,
হুম।
sir, আজকে একটু আইওটি ইন্টারনেট অফ থিংসটা একটু ডিসকাস করে দিবেন?
ওকে, ওকে, আমরা দিব না, আছে রেডি আছে ম্যাটেরিয়াল, অসুবিধা নেই।
থ্যাংক ইউ, স্যার।
ওকে। So welcome again. We have another set 7, and we will see a certificate level information technology. And a model question is here, one set. Number 1, which of the following best describe a system analyst role in system development? The role of system analyst in system development. The role of system analyst in system development is translating user requirement into system specification. This is the role of a system analyst in a system development, that translating users requirement or business requirement to the system specification. We know the system analyst work as a bridge between business and technology. So system analyst roles is mentioning here. So we can say the system analyst role in system development is to translating user requirements or business requirements into system specification. Answer C. Now after a major update, system performance dropped sharply. After update, system performance drops sharply. Logs show version conflict in library systems, which management control failed. So here, configuration management problem or failed based on the situation. We know the improper configuration that records lead to component mismatch after update. So configuration management is a separate thing. Configuration management first have to discover which have to match, then benchmark each and every stage, then version control, then review it. By this way, configuration management can be possible. So here answer is B, because improper configuration records lead to component mismatch after update. Here answer, that control phase, configuration management control fails based on that situation. Answer B. Which hardware device convert digital signal to analog for transmission over telephone line? LO3. Which hardware device? Here, modem. Modem is a hardware. This device convert digital signal to analog for transmission over telephone lines. If we see here, modem translate signal format for connectivity. Why this that means translate for connectivity? So digital signal through the modem go for telephone line, and modem through the modem again is that means within this space here analog signal, that means digital convert into analog, then again digital output, input and output. So modem translate signal format for connectivity, and this hardware, that means modem, this device convert digital signal to analog for transmission over telephone line. Answer D. An audit reveals unauthorized macro execution of the spreadsheet. This is a risk in which software layer is the application software. We have seen previously Microsoft Word is application software. Also Excel or a spreadsheet application software. We know the application level vulnerabilities arise from user created automated such as macro. We know within the Excel, we can make it. Here answer C. Which database operation permanently remove a record? That means permanently remove a record, that means delete. So here, delete. Through the delete, within a database, permanently anything can be deleted. So delete, remove a specific record from a table. Answer B. Which cloud computing model deliver ready to application via web browsers? L6. Which cloud computing model deliver ready to use application via web? Here, software as a service, as we know, the software as a service provide complete application accessible online. The software as a service is the ready to use application. It's a cloud computing model that deliver ready to use application via web browser. SaaS. Answer A. Now 7. It's also taken for L7. Digital signature guarantee. Digital signature, which can be make the guarantee, is authenticity and non-repudiation. So digital signature verify sender identity and prevent denial of origin. We know the digital signature, and is also a measure of that means data authenticity and other. So here digital signature guarantee, authenticity and non-repudiation. Repudiation. Okay. So answer B. Which of the following is a preventive control? Here, preventive control for continuity management. Continuity, that means disaster recovery and other things, or business continuity planning, etc. So here, continuity management, risk assessment. Risk assessment, preventive control for continuity management. We know the preventive control reduce the probability of disruption before it occur. Here answer A. Business continuity planning process, we know. Which document defines system objective, scope, constraints, and assumption before development begins? Is the feasibility study. You know that this document defines system objective, that is IT system, scope, constraint, and assumption before development begins. To know the feasibility report justify any IT project initiation and defines initial boundaries. So your answer D, feasibility report. An insurance company deployed new claim processing software. 3 months later, audit checks where expected cost saving occurs. This review type of a company deploy new claim processing system, and after 3 months later, audit check whether the expected cost saving occurs or not. This review is a post-implementation review. So post-implementation review validate achievement of the business benefit and identifies lessons learned. So post-implementation done here, initial troubleshooting, then sitting down, final tune, then PRI. PRI means post-implementation review, then final improvement comes here. So your answer C. A logistic company issues handled scanners and file agent for real-time tracking. This device represent means mobile computing. That means real-time activities taking in the hand. This device is mobile computing. We know the portable network connected devices performing computing tasks define mobile computing. Here answer A. Now 12, software testing that verifies interaction between integrated components is called integrated testing. So here, software testing that verifies integration between integrated component. That means verifies integration between integrated component is called integration testing. Your answer B, because integration testing ensure modules communication correctly before full system validation. Answer B. Now the 13. A database enforcing foreign key rules ensure referential integrity. Database enforcing foreign key rules ensure referential integrity. We know the referential integrity maintain valid relationship between parent and child table. Here, look here, customer ID is primary key, and another table here, the order number is the primary key of this table. This order which customer, this order for which customer, that customer is foreign key. That means this customer, each and every customers had separate unique ID, all details within this customer table, and this customer is when linked with another table for order identification, that primary key of that customer table, this table comes in foreign key. So here, referential integrity, this primary key, when at another table, this primary key makes the foreign key. Here, foreign key rules ensure referential integrity. Your answer A. Now, a startup company wants scalable computing power without owning servers. Which solution fit for this startup company is for infrastructure as a service. It's also the part of cloud computing service, infrastructure as a service, provides elastic resource on demand. So infrastructure as a service that can be happen, they can be served data center, network storage, virtualization, servers, etc. So here answer D, a startup company that computing power without owning server, without own servers, this solution fit the best infrastructure as a service under answer D. Which is not a form, an encryption related technique. We know the different types of encryption related technique we have. That means hash is a technique. Tokenization is also a technique. Digital signature also a technique. But compression is not the technique. So here main thing is not. So compression is not a technique. We know the compression reduce file size, but does not protect confidentiality. So compression reduce. So that's why we are taking a big size file. After compression through the zip, we can reduce the size, file size, but confidentiality cannot be here satisfied or ensured. So here, compression is not a form of encryption related technique. Other three are encryption related technique. Your answer C. Number 16. During a data center outage, business operation continue through a cloud hosted system. These demonstrate business continuity because data center outage, but business continuation going on with cloud hosting system. So also is demonstrate that business continuity. So we know the business continuity ensure sustain operation despite failure or disruption. That require the business statement, policy statement, business impact analysis, then that means preventive control, recovery strategy, plan development, test and training is overall process within the continuity planning. But in this case, our answer is D, business continuity, because data center outage, but business operation is continuing through the cloud hosted system. So is a business continuity planning part. Answer D. Now 17. A retail chain is developing an online billing system. A retail chain is developing an online billing system. During testing, management insists on adding loyalty point tracking. What phase does this change impact? Is the requirement analysis. Because here change the requirement. So adding feature alter the requirement. Previous or initial requirement here changed. So is the requirement analysis? Answer D. The key goal of IT service level management is to meet agreed service performance target. Key goal of IT service level management is to meet agreed service performance target. So service level management ensure IT service deliver on agreed service level through service level agreement. Here answer B. Now the which storage type provide faster access speed. Here all are the storage. The which storage type is provide fastest access speed. Is that cache memory? Because you know the cache memory is closest to CPU and provide ultra fast access. If you see on CPU, central processing unit of a computer, so their control unit, logic unit, arithmetic logic unit, cache memory, and primary memory, secondary memory. Here input device, output device. So here cache memory is closest to CPU. And that's why it's provide the ultra fast access. So here the cache memory storage, that type of storage that provide the fastest access speed. Answer C. An antivirus program is an example of utility software. We have seen Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. All are the application software. But antivirus is the utility software. We know the utility software support maintenance tasks such as virus protection or file backup. See your answer A. So utility software is a type of system software that help to manage, maintain, operation computer resource. Utility software also is a system software. It helps to manage the computer resource, maintaining its operational activity resource, etc. Answer A. Which database concept organize data as entitled with attribute to the relationship? So is the relational model database. We know the relational model is structured data in interrelated table, industry standard. If we see here, so database management, here raw data, then database management, then within the software, that data can be information that use the data user or organization. And this is the relational model. Here answer A. A network connecting computer within a building is called LAN, local area network. A network connecting computers within a building is called LAN. We know the LAN covers limited geographical area. If we see here, is the LAN. So here, LAN connecting computer within a building. Public key is the 23. Public key infrastructure, primary manage, cryptographic key and certification. So PKI, that means public infrastructure, issue and validate digital certification, supporting secure communication. Here answer C. Which term refers to an alternate location equipped and necessary hardware and network ready for immediate use? We know it is the hot site. Is the ready to use, the alternative location, equipped, and necessary hardware all are ready there. When any disruption comes within the organization, then that's from that side, data can be up. So hot site allows near instant recovery of operations. Answer B. 25. Which development approach devise large project into manageable, deliverable, release in a small time frame? We know is the agile methodology system development that use sprint delivering incremental value. So that project, that means here answer C is the part of LO1 system development. An organization log a recruiting server crash, but no clear cause identified. Which process initiate root cause analysis? So have to process initiate root cause analysis. That was problem management. So problem management process, if initiate for root cause analysis, then the cause can be identified. We know the problem management investigate and eliminate underlying causes of incident. The problem management is properly done within the organization, then root cause analysis can be possible. So here, these we have completed another set 7. Here 26 number of question. MCQ is here. So okay, sir, this we have completed our set 7. এখন তাহলে আমরা করি আপনার ইন্টারনেট অফ থিংস এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আমরা একটা টপিকস আছে আমাদের সিলেবাসে, এটা একটু দেখে নিই। এখন কি বিরতির দরকার আছে নাকি আর পরে দেব? স্যারেরা
স্যার বিরতি দেন,
ঠিক আছে, বিরতির পরে
15 মিনিট
আমরা
দেন।
আইওটি দেখবো, তারপরে আরো একটা মডেল কোশ্চেন করবো, ঠিক আছে? বিরতি
ইয়েস স্যার।
এখন বাজে ধরেন 8:20 বা 19, 8:30, 35, 8:35 আমরা আবার ব্যাক করবো, 15 মিনিটস। ঠিক আছে স্যার?
ওকে, ওকে স্যার,
থ্যাংক ইউ।
ঠিক আছে।
তো স্যার আসেন তো আমরা শুরু করি।
Yes, sir. Ashi, sir.
Okay. So welcome again, and we are in CS certificate level. So here is a part of learning object 6, Internet of Things, IoT. We know what is IoT. IoT means, look here, Internet of Things refers to the network to physical object, that means things, and embedded with sensor, software, other technologies to connect and exchange data with other devices and systems over the internet. So here saying that is a physical object or things that connect through the software or sensor and technological uh, device that exchange data with other device or system over the internet. If we see here, Internet of Things, all item connected for the use through the internet, all physical device, for example, here can be also we can say that in business context, IoT enable better decision making, automation, efficiency, and real-time data collection. For what? It's making the highly relevant accountant, auditor, and financial profession. That means collective network of connected device and the technology that facilitated communication between devices and also cloud. These devices themselves, if we see, the example that allowed to add device interobjective, for example, vehicle, plant electronic system, roof, light, fan, shoes, etc. All are the IoT that use the sensor that can be measured environmental parameter and general associated data that transmit through the communication network. And if we see the main component of IoT is taken from this link, 4 main components. These are sensor and actuator, connectivity, data processing, and user interface. That is user interface of any network, any web-based application. So sensor, connectivity, sensor that collect data. For example, barcode, a scanner, collect data. Then connectivity with the system, sending data to the cloud. Then from that cloud, data processing, making data useful. Then user interface, what we have seen, deliver the information to use. So 4 components of IoT: sensor, connectivity, data processing, and user interface. If we see the key concept of IoT, means IoT devices are connected to the internet and can collect and exchange data. So internet here is vital thing. They can collect and exchange data. Is device to another device. It enable real-time monitoring and automation. If we see the common example, here industrial sensor and car connected wearable fitness device, smart thermostat, etc. IoT architecture, device sensor, connectivity, data processing, and interface. What we have seen, 4 items. And security and privacy are major concern IoT implementation. Finance and accounting side is the IoT aids, inventory tracking, compliance, etc., monitoring, asset management, data accuracy, etc., taken from the IoT. What is the benefit of IoT? Benefit is real-time access, resource visibility, cost reduction, that means overhead cost less, improve operational efficiency, as well as data-driven insight, quick decision-making, end-to-end remote monitoring এবং asset resource management, real-time predictive insight, improve end customer experience. All are the benefit of IoT use. Why IoT important? IoT important because it's improved the efficiency of activity, organizational activity. It data-driven decision making. All things are through the data-driven, data pattern. Based on the data, can make the decision for the organization, use all our resource. Enhance the customer experience because gather data from the customer, and from the customers, all that analyzing, get quick decision, what type of requirement for the customer, what the expectation of customer, what the train of the customer, how to retain the customer. Everything is possible through the IoT technology. Is also the cost saving because reducing manual process and automated the repeated tasks. So IoT can help business reduce cost and improve profitability. If cost reduction, can profitability increase? If you see the example, IoT device can be used monitor energy use optimization consumption, reducing energy cost, improving sustainability. What type of technologies use IoT? Technologies are several. For example, sensor and actuator. Sensor means that type of device can detect, change the environment such as temperature, humidity, light, monitor, etc. Actuator, another type of physical device, that environment that operate closing value of the turning on a monitor. And this device, the heart of the IoT, because sensor. We know the automation is possible when sensor and actuator work, resolve issue without human intervention. No people required, that means no overhead cost. All technology, if use the sensor, other thing, then cost can be reduced for the organization. And connectivity technology. Connectivity technology that to transmit data, IoT sensor to the cloud, IoT device need connected to the internet. So here, internet is a connectivity. And there are several connectivity technology use. For example, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular, etc. also used for the connectivity technology. Then cloud computing use within the IoT. We know the cloud, where the vast amount of data generated IoT device are stored proceed and analyze. And we know the cloud computing platform, that infrastructure, the tool that need to store, analyze data, as well as build the deploy IoT application. We have seen here the cloud computing. We can use as a server. We can use a storage, mobile computing. We can use the application, software as a service. We get it. Also, we can use database through the cloud. And cloud can be private cloud, hybrid cloud, and public cloud. And big data analysis required within the sensor, within the IoT, to make the best data. Business needs to advantage analysis that can be possible for getting the pattern of identity from the data. Different styles of tools can be used here, algorithm, data visualization tools, other thing within the IoT technology. Security and privacy technology, if we see here, that IoT deployment become more widespread. Security privacy became increasingly important for the organization because technology use encryption, access control, insulation, etc. IoT used there for protecting the cyber threat. So what is risks and what is challenge in IoT? Their security problem is, that means security and privacy risks, because privacy and security is more important for the organization and other each and every one or organization, because data should be protected, and many IoT devices are vulnerable, can cyber threat, hacked by the hacker, etc. So sensitive data can be lost. So privacy can be problem here. So it's a major risk here. So IoT device can also collect vast data, raise concern about privacy and protection. And also the interoperability issue. So each and every device, each and every system, when share their data, one system to another system, they can be operate each another, share their data, connectivity is the interoperability. For example, if from Bikash account, data can be transferred Nogod account, and Nogod account can be transferred Bikash account, is also interoperability. Also, Bikash to transfer to the bank, bank to the Bikash, Rocket, etc., all are the interoperability. So device at the system interoperability is also issue. When interoperability works purely, then Internet of Objective, the Internet of Things, can do their work properly. So that lead interoperability issue creates solid data that is difficult to integrate, analyze if no interoperability there. Data overload is a concern issue because huge data, business data, which cannot be handled properly. Cost and complexity. Though overhead is cost, but implementing IoT is costly and complex. Significant investment required for hardware, software, and infrastructure. Managing the IoT system can also be challenged. Required a specialized skill and experience. Few people, but skilled people, costly people. So the cost and complexity is here. It's also a that is trade or can be risks, can be challenge. And another one, regulatory and legal challenge. Regulatory and legal challenge. Sometimes regulatory challenge can happen emerging technology side, because business need to comply with the various data protection, privacy, cyber security regulation, etc. For example, bank, they have to follow the Bangladesh Bank rules and regulation. So sometimes that type of regulatory compliance is very much difficult within the system, but have to manage everything. And if you see the IoT used by industry, different types of industry use the IoT. For example, smart manufacturing, connect asset previous, predictive maintain, smart power grid, all are used IoT, smart city, connected logistic, and smart supply chain management, digital supply chain, etc. All type of industry using. So home, we are using IoT, industrial side, machine to machine, automotive, vehicle to vehicle, agricultural side, militarist, that means sustainability awareness, medical, environmental, retailer, everywhere use the IoT. How should business approach IoT? If we see one business model, managing IoT device can be complex and challenge, but there are several best practice in the world. An IoT device is secure sometimes. If you see the smart industry, all things are using through the device, using the big data automation, machine, user interface, supply chain, everything within a system. So all things within the IoT. Some tips for managing IoT device is that plan your IoT strategy. Require a specific strategy, then have to choose the IoT product, what product we have to use or select, monitor and maintain its device always, then have to manage data effectively, because based on the data, our all decision can be happen and business can be run within the system. So build an ecosystem is required. So ecosystem is this way: IoT application, one organization, factory, supply chain, environment, every work, vehicle, its surveillance, everything within the IoT application. So business should have clear understand of the ecosystem, ensuring their IoT device used for the organization and technology, which technology have to use. So have to unlock business value with IoT. The IoT become the marketplace at this moment. Each and every organization use the IoT data-driven insight for better management of the business. And effective business, creating new business model, revenue stream of new revenue stream, easily the connectivity can be happen through the IoT. And if you see the timeline with IoT, the history of Internet of Things. The history of Internet of Things is the start from 1974. It's begun with Transmit Control Protocol, we know TCP and IP model. TCP, IP is a protocol or model, start from there. So IP makes sure data goes from one place to another without any being lost, and ITP help assemble data into was before began in the journey. Then 1990, the first IoT device introduced. John Rumicki made the toaster that could be switched on off over the internet. So start from the IoT. And then 1991, first web page come. Then 1999, IoTs coined the first time. Then 2013, the first official entry of IoT. 2016, down the internet. So here, 2020, IoT device exceed 20 billion. If you see this picture, a history timeline, Internet of Things, start from 1974, and then here the data for 2020, 20 billion item is connected through the IoT. So if it's the future of IoT, that means it's the historical growth, and it's computing becoming the increasingly important IoT. And now the artificial intelligence and machine learning is included with this IoT. Added the blockchain technology, sustainability become the increase of importance of this IoT. And if we see the IoT versus internet, what is the difference between IoT and internet? So here, traditional internet and connection through physical between the web page, but IoT combination of data is required for situation detection. Look here, sensing. IoT is leverage sensor attached to the things, but internet, more data is generated by things with sensor than the people, by the people. So this way you can be segregate sensing, efficiency, network, specialized everywhere. So your difference is saying here. The Internet of Things for connecting the device of human value. That means device connection, data sensing, then communication with the sensor data, then that data analysis, that data value for the organization that makes the human value through the Internet of Things. How does IoT work? IoT work this way. Look here. Here is the mobile app, cloud server, through the gateway. Here the motion, temperature, everything. That sensor data so IoT device have sensor embedded into them. These sensors are capable to sensing their surrounding. For example, face detection, our punch machine, or fingering, everything is a part of IoT. And that sensor embedded constantly that data sent to the server, and that data through a platform that collect data, and from that data, organization take their valuable pattern through the data mining, and from that data get the powerful details. Based on the details, they can take their decision for the business, and data aggregation share other device for better performance. And if you see the warehouse of IoT, look here. We know there are different types of godown, etc. IoT machine, device are used there. With growing demand, our society, production, increase the large scale of volume item, then use IoT inventory, reduce time and memory. So here the warehouse, using the device, this is the IoT device, through the cloud aggregation, and that data go for the system, that means ERP system. And within that cloud aggregation, the lot of work is here: inventory, warehouse management. And we know that there are three types of inventory you have: material inventory, work in progress inventory, finished goods inventory, everything within this system. Then data can be aggregated and through the ERP system, and real data can be visualized through the dashboard for decision making of the management. And that automated place sensor, here the critical activities of IoT through a cloud platform, a hospital, doctor, and healthcare service, patient, all data included in the through the IoT is a healthcare systems activity. So the transform data extremely for IoT center. Basically, this way IoT can work. And now the what we have discussed. So the IoT describe the network of physical objects that are embedded, that is connected with sensor, software, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting the exchange data with other devices and system over the internet. And we know the IoT connecting everywhere, everything embedded with electronic software and sensor, the internet enable, then connect and exchange the data. And we have seen its benefit: efficient resource utilization, minimize the human efforts, save the time, develop the AI through IoT, improve the security also. And we have seen the feature: connect various things, that IoT platform, analyze data that collected and build business intelligence, and integrate various model and improve their experience. And we have seen that ecosystem basic architecture, that application layer they have, network layer use, and perception layer use. And we have seen the application of IoT: emergency conversion, smart transport, specific life and entertainment, logistics supply, health and fitness, smart environment, smart automation, smart agriculture, smart office, smart business, etc. And that sensor is real-time data translation. And types of sensor, different types: temperature sensor, humidity sensor, and level sensor. Features range, accuracy, sensitivity, and resource. An IoT security challenge, if we see here, the weak authorization and lack of encryption, vulnerability of firewall software, etc., is difficult for IoT side. So that IoT part here have we have few MCQ. We can discuss this one. So what is the Internet of Things IoT? We know IoT, network of physical object embedded with sensor. Answer A. Who and when coined term Internet of Things? 1990.
Kelvin Hossain,
Yes,
1999.
1999. Yes, sir. Then which layer is used for wireless connection in IoT device? Is the data link layer. Which layer? Data link layer. Which of the following is fundamental component of IoT system? Here, all of the above, because sensor, connectivity, user interface, all within the IoT system. So all of the above. Answer is D. And if you see here, which of the following is the use for capture data from physical world in IoT device? through the sensor? Answer A. Identify the language preferred for the IoT analysis. It's really here use the Python, though we did not read it, but Python is this language is used preferably for IoT analysis. Among the following layer, identify one which used for wireless connection IoT device. Is the data link layer for the wireless connection? Answer A. An IoT network in a collection of interconnected devices. So here answer B, interconnected devices. And if you see here, what is the main purpose of WOT? That means wave of things. We study IoT, but another one wave of things we have is the improve the usability of interoperability. Here answer is D. What is the role of big data in IoT smart grid architecture? Its role is stored data. Answer C. Which is not in IoT platform. Here not is main thing. Not. Though we did not read it, but here answer. Minor is not for IoT, but all three are IoT platform. Amazon Web Server, HCM Cloud, Google Cloud, all are IoT platform, but this one is not. Answer D. Which of the following thing is mandatory for IoT gateway to provide protocol abstraction? Answer D. A microcontroller is the component that execute the program in an IoT system. Answer C. IoT devices are naturally vulnerable to security threat. Answer B. What is the primary concern related to IoT security? Is that data privacy and cyber security is the primary concern? Answer B. Which of the following is the key characteristic of IoT device? Autonomous decision making is the key characteristics of IoT device. They can stop automatically after if we set the temperature, if we set the light or AC at the real time, that can be open or close, or after finishing that time, that can be closed automatically. They can make the decision within the system. Answer B. In a smart home setup, multiple IoT device like thermostat, light, and security camera are connected to a central hub. What is the most critical security measure that should be implemented to protect this IoT network? Is that enable two-factor authentication. Otherwise, another person will be use it. So enable two-factor authentication. Here answer A. A manufacturing plant use IoT sensor to monitor equipment performance in real time. Which of the following is the most important benefit implementing such system? This benefit is proactive maintenance and reduced downtime. Answer B. In a smart city project, IoT devices are deployed to monitor air quality, traffic, and energy uses. What is the biggest challenge that city plan are likely to face with such an IoT employed? They will face data privacy and security concern is the biggest challenge. A healthcare provider user wearable IoT device monitor patient vital signs remotely. What is the most critical factor that must consider to ensure the reliability of the system? To ensure the reliability of the system. Here, the availability of the real-time data processing is the critical factor. So here, all answer is here. So this way we have completed the IoT item. ওকে স্যার, আমরা 28-29 জন আছি। আমরা আরেকটা মডেল কোশ্চেন দেখি নাকি স্যার?
Yes, sir.
আরেকটা
Yes, sir.
মডেল কোশ্চেন দেখে আমরা আজকে শেষ করব। So let's start again. And we are again in CS certificate level, information technology. We are discussing model question set number 8. Here also we have set 26 number of MCQ, and this MCQ taken from this 4 module or LO8, building information system, managing information system, information technologies, business continuity planning, and disaster recovery. So let's start. So here, which phase of the SDLC? SDLC means System Development Life Cycle. Ensure the system operate accordingly to the business need before user acceptance. Taken from L1 is the system testing. Because we know system testing validate that the system will meet a specification before users formally accept it. And we know the SDLC is the first look here. Planning, then defining, then design it. That design 2 types. One is physical design, another is logical design. Then build it, then test it. So this stage is here. Test is, then deployment. So
Just for right one.
এই কি হয়েছে? এই স্যার একটু ইয়ে করে আমরা শেষ করে দেবো আসলে। So this way SDLC. So is the system development life cycle is here. So here answer is system testing. Now if you see number 2, a new update of approved but a new update is approved but create unintended downtime after rollout. So on system update, which control was most likely weak? In this case, that control is change management testing control is weak because update is approved but unintended downtime are rollout. Here, change management testing control is weak. Here answer A, because proper change testing and approval prevent unplanned outages. So change management is important for system development. That means testing also. So here is the change management process mentioning here. Which technology allows running multiple virtual machine on a single host operating system? Which technology allows running multiple virtual machine on a single host operating system. Here, hypervisor technology allows running multiple virtual machine on a single host. If we see here, that manage virtual machine on one physical server. The picture is here. Look, here is the operating system. Here's the server. So that technology allows running multiple virtual machine on a single host operating system. Here OS mean operating system. And which term describe combining multiple smaller program to work as a single functional unit. Here, integration. We know the integration describe the combined multiple smaller programs to work as a single functional unit. We know the integration ensure modules interoperation to deliver full system capability. So integration and require the integration testing. Here the unit test, integration test, system test, acceptability test, all under this, but integration described that the combining multiple smaller program to work as a single functional unit. Here answer C. A data entry operator accidentally saves duplicate invoice. Which control should prevent this? One computer operator duplicate invoice saves accidentally. Which control should prevent this? Here control is key field Unix constraint, because same name, same file cannot be saved, have to change separately. So we have seen the uniqueness constraint prevent duplicate key record as the invoice number. If the invoice number is the same, that cannot be saved, because here change, because primary key would be separate and unique key. So here this control of key field uniqueness constraint. Answer D. Which protocol transfer files between computer over the internet? We know the file transfer protocol FTP. FTP transfer file between computers over the internet. Here answer A. We know the file transfer protocol moves file between client and server. Answer A. So this show file transfer control here through the TCP IP model. Here client, here the server. Which term means converting crypted tags back to the readable tags? Is the decryption. Encryption reverse the decryption. So this reverse the encrypted use protocol appropriate key. This process convert the previously encrypted data back to the original readable formal plain text data. Your answer B. The process of identifying potential event that could disrupt operation is known risk assessment. Or same thing, we have a study another set. So here we know the risk assessment estimate probably and probable and impact potential threat. Answer C. A feasibility study finds that project costs are justified, but integration with existing software is complex. Integration with existing software is complex. This is an example of technical feasibility because integration with existing software is complex, is the technical issue. So is the feasibility, technical feasibility. So technical feasibility check whether the technological environment can support the new system. Your answer B. If we see number 10, taken from LO2, which metric most directly measure IT efficiency? So IT efficiency measure which metric is the mean time between failures. That means MTBF, mean time between failures, indicate reliability and resource efficiency of IT services. So MTBF metrics most directly measure IT efficiency. Answer D. Which unit control all operation of a computer? It's very much simple. Which unit? We know the control unit. So control units control all operations of a computer. We know the control unit directs the execution of the instruction inside the CPU. So here the control unit. And if we see software maintenance that adapt the system of environment change is called adaptive. Software maintenance that adapt the system to environmental change is called the adaptive system. So adaptive maintain, modify software to remain compatible with new environment or standards. We have seen it. So within the environment, software cannot, that means no system can exist within the environment. So within the system, within the environment, which system can adapt itself is the adaptive system. Here, answer C. Entity integrity ensure, Formula 5. Entity integrity ensure no null primary key. It's mean primary key cannot be blank or null. Because primary key must have unique, non-null value and maintain record identity. For example, you require your roll number or your registration number is the primary key. Without roll number, you cannot sit for the exam. Without registration number, you cannot read the CA or any other university because it's required your identity. So here is the primary key. So that primary key cannot be null or blank. Is the entity integrity. Answer D. Which protocol ensure secure data transmission over the internet? Here, secure data. Look here. Secure means HTTPS. So here, hypertext transfer protocol secure is the use for SLA, TLS, encryption, protect web data traffic. So if you see here, what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? So HTTPS non-secure, insecure, HTTP is insecure, but HTTPS secured encrypted connection here. Your answer A. Now 15, taken from L7. An auditor check whether online transaction were altered during transmission. Which control ensure integrity? Here, hash verification. We know the hash ensure data consistency between sender and receiver. Your answer B. A cyber attack shut down the ERP system. IT activity offsite, backup to resume function. Which plan applied? Here, disaster recovery plan have to apply because disaster recovery restored, IT system restored, disaster recovery restore, IT system after major disruption. Answer C. Now the 17, a business analyst interview staff and map workflow to identify bottlenecks. Which system development life cycle phase is being performed in this stage? Here the analysis, because system analysis document current process and define the improvement opportunities. Answer D. 18, after system go live, an auditor access whether objective cost and benefit were achieved. We know previously we have seen is the post-implementation review. So this evaluation is post-implementation review. We know the post-implementation review measures actual versus expected result and lessons learned from this stage. Your answer A. A sales team use laptop connected via mobile hotspot during travel. This configuration represents mobile computing. We know the mobile, that means portable computer connected through wireless network, define mobile computing. Your answer B.
Yes, sir.
An accounting package automatically detect input error during voucher entry. This feature represent what is the data validation, because here automatically detect input error during the voucher entry. This feature represent data validation. We know the data validation ensure accuracy at the point of data capture. So data validation is ensure data handling process are accurate and accuracy of processing and transmission, and during and after processing it's ensure the aggregated data are accurate. Now 21. A hospital link patient monitoring device to doctor's dashboard in real time. That example is easily we can say Internet of Things, what we started a few minutes ago. A hospital linked patient monitoring devices to doctor's dashboard in real time. This example we can say Internet of Things. We know the Internet of Things enable devices to collect and transmit data for monitoring. Here answer D. If we see 22, which security technique ensure only authorized user access a specific data? That security are access control. So access control security, that technique ensure only authorized user access specific data. We know the access control verify identify data restricting operation. Answer B. 23. Periodic testing disaster recovery procedure primarily ensure what? It ensure plan effectiveness and readiness. Because we know the testing validate whether recovery can meet required time objective. If get any disaster, they can readily available that plan can data restore easily and timely. Your answer C. Which system development life cycle phase documents current process and identify problem is also the analysis. We know that we already discussed. So a system analyst gather the information about the existing operation to define the improvement. Answer A, B. If we see 25, a startup one platform tools for developing, build and deploy application online. Best service model would be platform as a service. So we know the platform as a service provide development and deployment tools in the cloud. Your answer C. A retail company require change mid development, adding mobile app support. Which system development lifecycle activities impacted? Here, requirement analysis. So requirement analysis requested there, then when a scope change. We know the requirement analysis, how can be happen. So is the difference stage druid connect diagram, then develop prototype, then model requirement, finalize the requirement, then start for that activities. So here all answer is here from 1 to 26. And this so you have completed another MCQ set, number 8. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
তো থ্যাংক ইউ স্যারেরা, আপনাদেরকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ। অনেকক্ষণ ছিলেন, আর এখন তো এই মোটামুটি ইয়ে করে ফেলছেন, এই জন্য আর এখন থাকার দরকার পড়বে না। এখন আমি যদিও সময় আছে আমাদের প্রায় কত 30 না 25 মিনিটের মতো আছে সময়, তারপর আমরা আজকে ক্লোজ করি। আর আমাদের মনে হয় এখানেই ক্লাস শেষ। তো আপনারা ভালো থাকবেন, এগুলি দিয়ে দিব। আর আসলে ভয়ের কিছু নেই, পরীক্ষাগুলি দিবেন ঠান্ডা মাথায়।
Yes, sir.
এখানে প্রস্তুতি হয়ে যাবে, ডরের কিছু নেই। তো আপনাদের আর কোনো কথাবার্তা যদি থাকে বলেন, না হলে আমরা এখানে ক্লোজ করি স্যারেরা।
No, sir.
তো থ্যাংক ইউ, ভালো থাকবেন। উইশ ইউর বেস্ট লাক ফর দ্য নেক্সট এক্সাম।
Thank you, sir.
থ্যাংক ইউ, ভালো থাকবেন। আল্লাহ হাফেজ।
Allah.
জি।